Hello, class. My name is Ricardo Fleurant, and I'll be presenting a topic on what happens when private corporations buy homes in your neighborhood. The reason why I picked this topic was to bring awareness of the growing concern that corporations purchasing homes, if not regulated, what it may cause in our society. It may lead to uh, um, housing inequality and homelessness amongst millions of Americans. So, what are the goal of investors? The goal of investors is to buy a home per single family homes, renovate them, repair them, rent them out, and to make profit off of it, right? And you have two ways that this can affect us economically. One, shortage in supply of houses for sale. Two, increase in the cost of housing. And we're going to break this down as we go along in this presentation. So, shortage in supply of houses for sale. We all understand the law of supply and demand, right? Supply and demand is if there's a shortage in supply and there's not enough of that particular good or services to meet the demand, what do you think is going to happen to the price? So, the same thing goes for the housing market. Less housing, less homes available for sale, would that means the prices will go up. So, there was a research that was done in the state of Georgia, and they come to find out that 21% of homes were purchased by corporations. They're purchased and owned by corporations. What does that mean to us who's living in the United States of America? Do you think this is only going to be contained in Georgia? You don't think this is going to spread across the nation? So, this is just one statistic there amongst many others. Two, increase in the costs, increase in the prices. Because if there's a potential limitation to the supply, the prices will go up. And when the prices go up, what does that mean? That means buyers will have to compete with investors. And who's going to have the upper hand? Most likely the investors, because they tend to have lump sum cash, and the sellers will prefer lump sum cash. So, what is the alternative to, what is the solution? What can be done to address this problem? Lawmakers propose that corporations should sell homes to first time home buyers. Not a bad approach, right? Or impose higher taxes on large real estate portfolios. So these are great approaches, and there are many other ones too, but I just decided to share this just for the sake of time constraint so we can make sure we don't go over the time. All right. So, my conclusion before I give my opinion on all of this, I just want to give you one more stat about majority of homes that are purchased. 30% of those homes are purchased by investors, and 5% of them are corporations. 25% are small investors. The corporations initially in the beginning when they started this 10, 11-year research, it was back in like 2012 or 2011. Initially, corporations were leading in the number of homes being purchased. But as time went on, when interest rates start to go up, corporate investors tend to back away from purchasing homes because they're very sensitive about interest rates. But that did not deter small investors from keeping up with the momentum. So here's my thing. Imagine if this is not regulated. Although this is not significant numbers, they're still small, but with time, this number is going to grow. These figures are going to increase 10, 15 years from now. So, my opinion is Homeownership should be an opportunity, not a competition against corporations. We should not have to compete against corporations when we're going to buy homes so our families can live in. So let me know what your thoughts are. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.